This time Home Spec Inspections is getting doing inspection here at 10470 Bluegrass Street. This is a 1-year warranty type of an inspection. What we're looking for is any major electromechanical structural problems that you may want to get the builder to address. We're not really looking for nickels and dimes, although we may find some nickels and dimes. We might find some just better ways of maintaining your house too that really don't have anything to do with getting a report to D.R. Horton. So I'm going to start on the roof and work my way down. Okay, this is what they call asphalt fiberglass architectural shingles. Pretty good shingles. They should last you good about 20 years, although they say they last, some of them even lifetime. They're not. They last about 20 years. So, should be good to go. I'm going to get up here and look at the rest of it here. Drainage design, you got all this whole big slope, this big slope here. All the water going right here. Okay, so what's wrong with this? Look at maybe ice damming, freezing up. This gutter here is not sloped the right way. You can see the granules are all puckered up over on this side. So I'm surprised this thing hasn't overflowed and leak. If it has, it looks like it's got a slope on it. But that's asking a lot for the water to do here. So I don't know what the solution is. If it freezes up in the winter, you can put a heat cable in there. Or you could make this whole thing one big gutter here and then do it like that. Just a lot of volume of water coming right here. Going right here. Looks like they got it plugged up here too with this safety device thing. It looks like we're up on the summit here. Pretty steep roof here. Look for the gold. Pigeons up here, of course. Messed up. I don't know why they put screws down here. Anyway, those are supposed to be caulked. They're not. That's actually code to caulk those little screws on your flashing coming out. This is the view from up here, so you can see my issue here. All this water going to one little bottleneck there. So just keep an eye on it. Not a lot you can do about it. If it freezes up there, which it may, then you put heat cable in there, I guess. In DirecTV, they put these in here, and they put a rubber gasket underneath there, but you know, they really should be caulked. Yeah, for real. The bolts going in there. You got one torn shingle here. You should get D.R. Horton to fix that. I don't like this ridge cap. What they used to do this was the other side of this shingle they cut to put up here. They actually have ridge caps made for ridge caps. Or you can do it like this too, but this is not the preferred way of doing it. Anyway, that needs to be replaced. There's a number 2 shingle there. Damage. See, that's why I don't like these kind of ridge caps. They got better ridge caps. See this one lifting up here than that. Like I say, they actually have ridge caps that are made for this. I think what they did with this is just use the end of the shingle to bend it over, which is legal. A lifting flashing issue there. I got the sun right in my eyes here. Up there on the roof, that lifting flashing needs to be tacked back down. Yeah, take a picture. Yeah, I can see now. That lifting flashing. You get driving rain up underneath that. That can leak. You can tack that back down. Okay. Underground rib flexible underground gutter extensions are notorious for collapsing underneath there. And I don't see where they daylight at, where the ends of them are at. So if you want to put these underground, you need to put Schedule 40 real plumbing pipe, and then you have to have a daylighted end to them. You know, if you want to put them underground, these things here will collapse, okay, and plug up and fail eventually. Or you can just drain it on the outside on top of the grade. If you're going to put them underground, that goes for all of them. They need to be real plumbing pipe, okay? Schedule 40 PVC, real thick black, you know, plumbing pipe. I don't know where the tops of these things are at. Best thing to do with window wells is cover them. They got covers that go on here, keeps the rain out of the basement and out of the sump pit pump area. Like I say, they got covers that go on these things. Just keeps the rain from going into your sump pit there through that drain there. Other than that, you're good to go. This siding here is good stuff, pretty much lasts forever. It's concrete cement fiberboard. That stuff up there is not. That's wood fiber. It should really be examined every other couple of years. Take a look at it, because that stuff will rot out if it's not painted and caulked. You have a couple of overdriven nail holes that are showing the fiber in the wood fiber siding, or not the wood fiber, the concrete siding. That was actually void of warranty on the siding. So those overdriven nail holes need to be filled, and then they probably need to be painted. There's enough of them, not a lot, but there's enough. Okay, there's your flexible underground extension underneath this concrete, and I don't have a clue where daylight's at, where the end of it is. And they can put them into the peripheral drainage system for the sump pit, but I don't really have. There's one there. That must be it. There's one over here. Just keep an eye on these. It's not the best way to do these. Like I say, it needs to be real plumbing pipe. Make sure you cover these window wells. It's got covers that go on here. They're translucent or clear. Cover this up so people don't fall in. Keeps the rain and all the other stuff from going in your crawl space or in your basement. Okay, underneath these build outs, and you know, you can see if you look way over here how they did this one over here. You can see they got it pretty well caulked up underneath there. You can see that. It's kind of hard to see out here. Sun bees killing me. You see how they got that pretty well caulked up there? That's the build out over there, and then this one they didn't do it. So you need to ask them why not. So you know, these trims are not hardy board. These are wood fiber product, which is a fancy word for cardboard. If you look at what they're really made out of, they're just glued together sawdust. So you really need to caulk and paint these every couple years. This stuff here is concrete board. It's pretty much will last forever. This is an example of what I mean, overdriven nail holes. There's a bunch of them. See it? You see the fiber? That's against the manufacturer's recommendation. That should be caulked. And then once you caulk it, then you need to paint it. And then how are you going to match the paint? So that's the problemo. If you don't, this can rot out, believe it or not, even though it's concrete board. And void this warranty on the siding. And then those cut ends like that should all be painted too. It's going to wick up and rot out. Same story here. I don't know where these guys go, these underground extensions. Should be daylighted out here somewhere. You need to keep the water away from the house. Water hits your pools, can damage your foundation and lift up your stamped concrete here. See the raw wood not painted up there? Let's get that painted. That's a wood fiber product, and it will rot out, wick up, rot out. Doesn't look like they painted. I'm leaning on it out of here looking at it. Yeah, I don't think they painted. I can't tell. Usually they don't. Look on the video when I get inside. You store your back post here. You want to caulk that big gap. You get water, driving rain in there, and bugs and wasps. You want to caulk those. That gap right there. Right over here. This is just a heads up, not a big deal, not the end of the world, just an easy way to maintain your house. This water gets behind here and rots this out, and wasps, Easy to fix. This is the apron entrance to your garage floor here, slab. It's my high-tech laser level here. Anyway, that ball is supposed to go that way. So why are we doing this? Looks like you got some ponding water here anyway. You get driving rain in here, it's not going to go away. It's flat at best. Yeah, it's not going out. Looks like it's flat at best. A little bit of a slope going in that way. Not a major big deal. Looks like it's kind of going that way. I don't know. I don't know. You've been here a year. I don't know if you get water going in your garage. That's why. And just squeegee it out, or if you want, yeah, you can cut this out and re-pour it with a little bit of more of a slope to it. And it's not too bad there, but I don't know. Kind of going out. So anyway, okay, see inside your breaker box, you got 200 amps coming in. You throw that to the left, shuts all the power off. Probably never have to be in here ever again. Anyway, that's where your breaker is. Looks fine. I don't see any issues. These are AFCIs, these little things. So if you ever don't have any power somewhere in a bedroom or something, come out here and test these first, because these can trip. They're AFCIs, not GFCIs. They're a little different animal and they're kind of goofy, but they're required now. Other than that, we're good to go. This looks fine. It's full up. And maybe one little breaker left in there, but other than that, you're full. A gas leak on our side of the house here on the owner's side, which you've been paying for a year. We got what are you guys with?
Black Hills Energy.
Black Hills Energy fixing it right now. This is bad grading here too. You get your water going right in your garage door, or your window well can. Okay.
Right.
So what you need to do is you want to make sure when the rain hits here, it goes up over top here, not ponding in through here. Okay.
Okay.
That's a big deal. You need to fix that.
Okay.
The other thing, you can start beating on your foundation wall and actually crack it. Okay.
Okay.
Expanding, contracting soil. So that needs to be fixed too. Okay.
So what do they?
Not supposed to take any wood trim, stick it in the grade there. It's going to wick up and rot out. There should be a little bit of a gap. No, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch. So it doesn't wick up, and then you have to paint it. It will rot out. Now when you do that, you might make an entry for mice, so you're kind of damned if you do. You're probably going to have to foam the other side.
Yeah.
So heads up on the washer hoses. They got lots better hoses than these. They got stainless steel braided mesh ones. Rubber ones tend to break right there. Then you may want to put a smitty pan or a drip pan or drain pan underneath your washer. If this leaks, which they tend to do, it's going to go all over your house and ruin your floor. Need a drip pan underneath there or overflow pan with a drain. Recommended. Yeah, screen door, you're probably going to blame on the dog or coyotes or something. I don't know. Okay, up here in the attic here, got a little void there. Probably when they put in this radon tube here. Other than that, another little void here, a little disturbed insulation. So up in the attic, we look for water stains. Electrical issues, usually not too much electricity up here that we can see. And structural stuff. And proper ventilation. Not too bad up here. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I guess that's just discolored OSB particles of wood. I don't get this. That yeah. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, that's not an area of the leak from the roof. So I think that's just part of that. Just the stamp and then the discolored OSB spanning board. I think you're okay there. I don't know what that is up there. Yeah, it could have got wet too when they were putting it up. Before they, I don't know. It's not, again, that's not an area that can really leak right there. Sure looks like it though. A taller filter and a more substantial one so it doesn't get sucked in there, and do put it sideways like that. Get more airflow, okay? It's probably pretty dirty. I can still see the drywall dust in here all over everywhere. That will ruin your furnace on your PC board and everything. So this should be cleaned and serviced, or cleaned anyway. And get all this drywall dust and shorten the life of your high efficiency furnace here. This stairwell's too loose. They need to tighten that up. Yeah, actually it is. It's supposed to take 200 pounds in any direction. If I push it, I could push it right off. This expansion tank probably is not supposed to be tied in or strapped into a gas line. I would probably needs to be strapped up there to the TGI joist. Putting stress on the plumbing pipes here. Furnace up and running, looks pretty good. I'll check for monoxide and gas leaks on the pipes here. Should be okay. That's pretty much the conclusion of the inspection here at 10470 Bluegrass. That be's it.